Wait, is it mine or is it yours?
It's yours.
It's yours.
Oh, because snake.
It's just not a headline. It's just a thing we want to talk about.
Yeah.
This one
In a
says the OnePlus 12 and 12R. So some may know that the OnePlus 12/12R just launched very recently. That's
holding
it right there. He's
There it
holding
is.
I've seen
This
that
is the 12.
before.
That's the 12?
Yep.
That's not the 11?
Yeah. It looks,
Okay.
It looks a lot like
Just
the 11.
checking. Just
yeah.
checking.
Yeah. No, we've been testing. So I've had this phone for a week longer than I've had the S24 Ultra, and we've also had the Find X7 Ultra, and I just haven't gotten enough time to test all of them. But I wanted to at least mention this phone and talk about it briefly. Really good phone. And I think a lot of people will like it. When I reviewed the OnePlus 11, a lot of my what's the word?
Sentiment?
Yes.
Okay.
Was
you basically said it. I was just
I couldn't
finishing.
remember the second letter. A lot of the sentiment was very much like OnePlus is back. They kind of strayed a little bit. They got rid of the alert slider. The software went kind of sideways. The Hasselblad thing was gone. They brought it all back. And so OnePlus 11 was a solid comeback and a good phone for them. This is very much an upgraded with a lot of 2024 special version of that phone.
Yeah.
It's got a better telephoto. It's got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. And it's got that super bright, like 2600 nits OLED that we're seeing so often.
Right.
So those things like really bring it into 2024. And it's still got all the rest of the stuff. It's still got the software, the alert slider, the Hasselblad camera, all that good stuff that you expect from the OnePlus phone.
Yeah.
So it's a really good phone. I haven't made a whole review of it because that's kind of where my observations end, and it didn't feel like it was a whole bunch. I have a lot to say about a different phone we're reviewing right now, so that'll be a video. But I wanted to bring this out and at least have that in the hat because OnePlus 12 is a good phone.
It is $800, which is a pretty good price for a phone like that. They did sort of, they are still sort of using the Oppo UX UI, which I don't love. And
they merged like Oxygen OS to be, what was the other one called? Color OS.
So they merged them together. They originally just changed it to be called Color OS. A lot of people got upset. And then what they kind of ended up doing was just on OnePlus phones, calling it Oxygen OS, but not changing the software at all.
It's just Color OS.
So it's just Color OS.
Is that just gaslighting?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of,
I think they were like, our community will shut up if we just call it Oxygen OS again.
Nice.
Which, if you remember, Oxygen OS only exists because of the cyanogen debacle, which you should go watch our episode on, Cyanogen Mod and the Death of the Android ROM. Your calendar.
800
There you go.
notifications.
But yeah, so I don't know. Someone on Twitter put up a comparison between Oxygen OS and the Color OS that's on it because they flashed an old Oxygen OS ROM onto it. And I just feel like old OnePlus Oxygen OS had a much more cohesive like brand identity. A lot of the app, and I know that at the end of the day, a lot of this literally comes down to the app icons and like the way that the overlay of the quick settings menu looks, and you know, it's not
That's what I
that
was
big
gonna
of a
say for
deal.
me, the quick settings
menu is a
one.
big thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I want you to. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
I want you to feel the haptics. Hold this phone and hit that clear button, and just feel the haptics.
Is that good or bad? I don't use that. I don't use any haptics. Wait a
how do
minute.
you feel?
Did you? It's like a.
Oh, I
it's
thought
like
you
a-
were listening to Taylor Swift. Sorry.
No, it was like a triple tap.
Yeah, it was. It like.
Can I? How do I?
Yeah. Here, I'll load up another notification.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
sorry.
really-
it
you'll-
felt like it like shook up the phone.
Yeah,
Little
basically.
shimmy.
Little shimmy.
Really?
Yeah.
It shimmies up the phone.
It was pretty sick.
I will say, looking at the phone from this angle, the one thing I noticed is that it does not look like an iPhone.
It was. You said it
curved
got
the
all the
edges.
2024
Other
new
than
things
being
other
flat.
than flat
That's
edges.
a great
yeah.
point. Yep, it
Yeah.
did not flatten the edges. Okay, here. So hit the clear notification button.
Okay. Oh,
Right?
it's like very precise. Like, broop.
I love that.
Yeah. I felt it like it felt like it was in 3 distinct zones.
Like a cat
Yeah.
purring.
Honestly, you could make ASMR out of good haptics on a smartphone.
that's true. We should
Should
do that.
record them.
Yeah. So yeah,
Is it
yeah.
ASMR if you're feeling it and not hearing
I'm
it?
sure there's another acronym.
Do any of us know what ASMR means?
Yes,
A
audio sensory
rhythm.
something
Meridian
response.
response.
Yeah, it's like a feeling you get
In your
from-
brain.
Yeah, it's scratching your brain.
So the 12R is also coming out. That is $500. Comes with last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 instead of the Gen 3.
Okay.
So it's a I mean, that's a very good price.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
You know.
Wow.
So there you go.
I wish we got the green one. The green one looks
The green one looks amazing.
green marbly type of
I
thing.
never thought I would live in a world where Marquez sees the black version of something and says, I wish we had the green version. You were very
that's
anti-green
fair.
for a while. I feel like you're warming up to it.
So it's not the green that's fascinating to me. It's the marbly pattern on the one
yeah.
that happens to be green.
Right. If there was a marbly pattern on this,
I'd be into it.
I like green.
Yeah, it's like a
I
camo
wish you
type
would
of
like
thing.
green.
I do like the small little details, like the ring of the camera module has this little kerning that kind of looks like a lens.
I like that.
And it has a little Hasselblad logo next to it there. So if you have seen the Oppo Find X7 Ultra, it has many, many of the same features of the X7 Ultra, just with a little bit different body style. But a lot of things are very similar. The extremely bright display, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Optical.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
That we've
So
now
there's
talked
the
about.
review. There you go.
I was just gonna say, Marquez, I'm putting you on the spot. Are we getting a review of this thing or not?
I don't, unless, I mean, we are about to be, spoiler, pretty busy. So it's not likely that we'll be able to get to everything we want to just because of how busy we're about to get. But if you must know, I do think this is a good phone. Like, the purpose of the review is for people to be able to decide if it's good or if it's not good. This falls under good phone, which I think is a really good place to just be happy. That's a good phone. So yeah, OnePlus 12. Good looks.
Cool.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. You know what's impressive about them watching this clip?
What?
That Vision Pro content is out by the time this clip comes out.
I'm watching it already.
But they're
right
still still watching this clip. Like, I love this podcast.
thank you,
This
but-
is great. But like, check out that stuff.
I've already watched it 5 times, but I didn't watch it in the Vision Pro because Vision Pro doesn't have a YouTube app.
That's tough. Just as a browser.
That's true.
Please like this, but you're gonna have to go to your computer because you can't watch it on the Vision Pro.
Or you can go to Safari and then open up youtube.com
Exactly.
in spatial Safari.
There should still be a
Please.
subscribe button.
Ooh, they should call it going on a spatial safari.
Oh.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, do whatever series of eye twitches is necessary to like and subscribe.
That's true. This is what you look like when you're liking and subscribing to the Vision Pro.